Bordeaux has a reputation of a town full of history and neoclassical architecture. But in recent years, the city has started to develop in a more alternative and innovative directions. In the neighborhoods around Bordeaux, slightly forgotten in the past, there is an active revival taking place. Today we will go on a little walk to the right banks of the River Garonne, at the neighborhood known as La Bastide. There we will visit a destination that has become favorite to many locals recently and for the most part needs no introductions. The Darwin Ecosystem, a place with new concept where people work, study, relax and enjoy life in an eco-friendly and responsible ways. What exactly is it and how it all began? In 1874, the state decided to buy what was left from a local company known as Compagnie Anonyme des Magasins Généraux et Publics de Kiris. The land consisted mostly of storage halls that once connected the old Paris-Orléans railway line and the banks of the Garonne River. The original warehouse buildings, north and south, were constructed in the 1860s and currently house the restaurant and a general store of Darwin. In 1877, the military took over the site. They departed from the property in 2005, and it has been abandoned, consequently becoming a place for urban art with bad reputation. In 2009, a group known as the Evolution, aka Darwin, decided to buy the property with the help of the Association of the Neighborhood of La Bastide. They were able to negotiate the purchase of the North Building, and in 2018 they finally were able to buy the South Building that is currently under construction. The Darwin ecosystem looks complex when it comes to its infrastructure, but it was built with a very basic idea of cooperation between people in order to create eco-friendly, alternative place for work and pleasure. But what the team did was not only based on their dreams for cleaner living, they took their innovative point of view and made it a reality. A modern building constructed with eco-friendly materials using natural light and a system allowing the use of 100% green energy to feed the needs of the businesses located there. Darwin's urban community garden is one of the most interesting projects inside of the ecosystem. Its necessity, according to the team, was in order to reduce greenhouse emissions and limit food waste. The experimental urban agricultural zone was born in order to do that, and as you can gather, the idea was to have a green space mostly for food production inside of a dense city area. Based on the principle of cooperation, meaning that anyone can contribute to the urban garden, it was also a way to educate people on good practices in agriculture. If you love sports, Darwin suggests a wide variety of all types of physical activities. Competition for skaters and bikers, a roller derby, and group training sessions are often organized in the ecosystem. Darwin's co-working space is another innovative approach to making business. There we have the first all-woman business incubator in Bordeaux. Business incubators, also known as business hives, are structures for welcoming, accommodating and supporting new startup businesses. This support system for entrepreneurs was implemented in the 80s, and there are more than 230 business incubators in France. Business incubators provide young businesses with considerable support to help them launch and develop during their first years. After graduating from the nursery, which takes around 2 to 3 years, the companies can move into another business structure that Darwin's co-working space offers, the Darwin Business Nursery, called Le Campement. The main difference between the incubator and the nursery is that anyone can apply, as long as their company is out of the startup phase of their development. The business nursery is mainly aimed at businesses whose activity concern projects in the fields of sustainable development. Darwin undoubtedly is most famous with its urban art that is rooted here even before the ecosystem was created. Until recently, it was rare that artists are given full creative freedom to express their thoughts and ideas in this particular way. Street and urban art comes in many shapes and forms: graffiti, stencil, prints, and murals. One thing that is common for all of them, though, is that this form of art was considered to be a vandalism or anarchy. But for some, it was a way of expressing ideas and opinions. It had a purpose for those who understood. For others, it was ugly, against the rules, and it undervalued a place, giving it a bad reputation, just as was the case here in Darwin. Alternative galleries like this one help erase the stigma that was associated with this type of art. In Darwin, you can see the work of David Seller. He is a painter born in Cognac in 1988. In his work, he illustrates imaginary animals who appear over urban backgrounds all around the city. Darwin now solicits input from street artists throughout the world, like Jeff Soto from Canada and Yann Chatterlin from Morocco, who recently created a piece based on a photography of Amazonian girl by Janelle Grégoire. You also have the work of Zar, one of the pioneers of street art in Aquitaine. No matter if you're looking to get closer to nature, learn more about eco-friendly business practices, get a bite, or simply enjoy some street art, Darwin is a great place to be.